I mean, you can set this up many ways. You can put it upside down if you need. You can put it on a wall like this or like that. I mean, you could just, it even rotates. I didn't even notice that. What in the world? Wow, very freaking nice. All right, a little pixel vlogging today real quick. I was coming to Walmart to grab some other items and had this pop-up that Walmart has made, these new $23 Onn security cameras. They look a lot like Wyze cameras, but they work only, and they're like partnered with Google, and they only work in the Google Home app. So it's like buying a Nest camera that's an Onn camera because it only works in the Google Home app. Either way, let's go in here and see if they have them and grab the new Onn Indoor Camera. Color on this phone's pretty amazing. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Nope. Here we go. So there's the streamers, cables and stuff. Oh, Mercury looks way different. And this is all Roku, only Roku. All I can say, I don't see them. But Nest Audios are $70. That's pretty nice. All right, I guess I got to use the hat for our section it's in this for. They didn't have it. He said they don't even have them scheduled to come in until Friday, but it just came out today on Wednesday the 1st. So I guess I'll get them at some point. We'll catch up with this whenever I get them. It's been like a week and a half. Haven't been able to get out here. Let's see, Roku's. Oh, they do got them. There they are. The Onn Indoor Wired camera and the Onn Video Doorbell Wired. I guess let's get this indoor camera. All right, now we're back with another one from one of my favorite little cheap smart home companies, which is, crazy enough, Walmart's own brand, Onn. Onn has just released this new indoor camera wired. Let me tell you, this thing is $23 freaking dollars, and Walmart partnered with Google on this in a way. This works with Google Home. So this sets up within the Google Home app. So there's not an Onn app that you download. You don't use the Walmart app. You literally go into the Google Home app and you're able to set this up. And it's a wired indoor camera, 1080p resolution, 30 frames per second. Nothing really like crazy special, but for $23, this is perfect for watching the inside of your house, watching your pets, whatever. So as I always do, we're gonna get on the overhead rig and go through the unboxing. Then we'll go through the setup process. I'll show you around the app and show you some audio video clips directly from the Onn Indoor Camera Wired. And let me know, leave a comment down below if you wanna see their video doorbell. They made an Onn Video Doorbell Wired. It's $50. I might get it if this video has traction and people actually want to see it. So into the indoor wired camera, click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. Let's check out this Onn Indoor Wired camera. All right, here it is, the Onn Indoor Camera Wired, 1080p video, works with Google Home, just the Onn logo on the top, just device information on the bottom, distributed and manufactured by Walmart. This side just says Onn Indoor Wired Camera, and same over here. And the back just gives a little bit of the features, and the back just gives a little bit of information. So as you see, indoor camera wired, HD and HDR video, night vision, two-way audio, control all your smart home devices from one place with the Google Home app, unlock smart features with intelligent alerts that can identify people, plus video history with a Google Home subscription. Requires Google Home mobile app and a Google account. Now, I guess when they printed this box, they did not know it was going to be called Google Home Premium. I think that's why that it says you can unlock all of these special features with the Google Home subscription, which is Google Home Premium. So let's open this little thing on up. Love the design, love what I'm seeing. Makes me think of a Wyze camera. So let's get in here. That's one of those, so it'll slide out. Look at that. Nothing else in there. Alrighty, so, well, it's right front and center. Let's get to it first. This is, oh, look at that, lovely. There's no attached cable. Wyze, take notes. So here is a look around this camera. Very, very nice. Now, looks like there's a mount that'll go on the bottom. You can run your cable out either direction. That's pretty nice. The back here seems to have your speaker and then your USB-C port at the top, which gives it power, of course. It says Onn Indoor Camera. And I can say that's it. I do not see an SD card slot, which kind of makes sense being that this is done with, ooh, pretty. Being that this is done with Google's own app. You know, none of the Google cameras support SD cards, so it kind of would not make sense for this one too. So, but I love this little design. This is, like I said, very close to a Wise camera. I don't have one of those laying around here because, of course, everyone knows. But yeah, I mean, you can set this up many ways. You can put it upside down if you need. You can put it on a wall like this or like that. I mean, you could just, it even rotates. I didn't even notice that. What in the world? Wow, very freaking nice. Little Onn logo there. I mean, you can set this up many ways. You can put it upside down if you need. You can put it on a wall like this or like that. I mean, you could just, it even rotates. I didn't even notice that. What in the world? Wow, very freaking nice. So, yeah, I mean, this is a stellar freaking little camera. Wow. All right, let's put that there for now. That's cardboard. And then let's push all this out the bottom. There we go. And there we are. All right, so nothing, that's all cardboard. Then quick start guide, and then, wow, this actually says Google Home subscription. It was never called that. It was Nest Aware and then Google Home Premium. Now, this is just a little packet of screws and anchors for your wall mounting. This is just an included regular USB-A charge only to USB-C cable with a little, that literally looks like a red tie, but hey, we're going for cheapness here. This doesn't matter. Then this is, of course, even the Onn branded. This is the little mount that I was showing you. You just be able to drill this to the wall, and then this will kind of clip into that. Nice and easy. And of course, your Onn power adapter. So that's everything that comes inside of the box. Let me clear this up. We're going to power on this camera and go through the Google Home app and show you the setup process. Some audio video clips directly from this little 1080p Wal-Mart Onn Indoor Camera Wired. So of course, this end plugs into here. Nice fit. This goes into the wall, and the little USB-C port is right here on top. Plugs right into there, and now it should have power. All right, our camera officially has power. Little white flashing light there. So let's clean this. That is exactly like the Nest camera I just set up. All right, next step is open up your Google Home app, which as I unlocked my phone, this is what I got. Set up your device to start setup, scan your device's QR code. So it already knows. I didn't even have to open my Google Home app. My Pixel 10 Pro knew what to do. Now, if you don't have a Pixel 10 Pro, this may not happen, but just open your Google Home app. I'm gonna say scan QR code, which should be right here on the bottom. Scan that. Now the light's blue, and then it says, oh, it's because it's a Matter device. So that's why that happened. Okay, so now it's telling me choose the app because it's a Matter device, so it knows it needs Google Home. So I'll select Google Home, which will open Google Home. Next, I'm in. Connect your device to your Google account. I agree. Get ready for setup. Power on your new device. Make sure, blah, blah, blah. I'm ready. Searching for device, connecting to device. So basically, if it pops up on your phone because it's a Matter device, well, great. That makes it nice and easy. If it does not pop up on your phone, just open up your Google Home app, select the plus sign in the top right, and select Add a Google or Nest device. So we're checking network connectivity to Smith Wireless. That should go through with no problem. I love that they even have a little picture there for it. Connecting device to Google Home and device connected. Wow. Yeah, let's see if I can, yeah, I can point it up more. All right, so device connected, done. What is next? Where is this at? So we will call this, I'm gonna call it Family Room, just because that's easier. Family Room next. The name it gave it was Family Room Device. Make that Family Room Camera. This is important because whenever you're trying to talk to Google Home, you have to remember what the camera is called. So if you literally just name it whatever you call that room with the word camera behind it, it makes it really easy to tell Google you want to see that camera. So we'll call it that. Next, getting your device ready, activating camera, camera activated. I mean, this is beyond smooth. And now we're downloading an update. So we'll let this update download and install, and then we'll come back and show you more right here on the Google Home app with this Onn Indoor Camera Wired. It says downloading update, a little longer. All right, the update just finished, and it says you should now see video, which we do. Hello, hello. So we'll click next here. Choose whether you want to turn on history. So your device comes with event recording and saves what your camera detects from the past 3 hours. Depending on blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we want to save that. Next, adjust your mic settings. When audio recording is off, the microphone still lets you hear live audio, but it won't be saved to your history. So we're gonna turn on the microphone and we're gonna turn on audio recording. I think those should be on by default, Google. That's just my opinion. Then start Google Home Premium with Gemini. We're just gonna click this little back arrow up here because we don't want to pay for that, and stay in the know. Yeah, I'm in there. Your camera's ready. Done. All right, so now all devices, I've got a new Family Room camera here, which I can Select. You've reached the end of event history. That's because there's none there. Can view plans. Now, there's not a lot of settings here, as you can see. Your microphone button's here at the bottom. This little 3 button just lets you turn off the camera. Once there's more event history here, that's what will load in here beneath. Then these little 3 lines here bring you over to your detection settings, which I notice these are actually way different than what's even offered on Google Nest. This doesn't do like pet detection, package detection. It's just doing person and motion, which is fine, and loud sounds. I'll take all those. Save. Then you've got this little, it looks like a zoom button, but it's not. To zoom, you literally like just zoom in like so. Normal pinch zoom. This is actually a Gemini button, so you can click that, and that's how you can tell it to like show me the last car that pulled in my driveway or something, and it would do it. Then outside of that, this is just kind of like a timeline where you could see timeline stuff. You'd mainly need the paid for version to really even use this because it's only 3 hours worth if you don't. This little button here will of course take it full screen, where you then again don't have many settings, and sit back. And then lastly, these little 3 dots are where you get to your main settings. Okay, retry. Okay, retry. I wonder if there is any main settings, because this camera is limited in terms of what it can do. Hold on one second. Let's close out. Let's go back into our Google Home app. And here's our camera. Let's try one more time. 3 dots, settings. So this is either an issue with the app or there is no settings that I can actually check on this camera just because of the type of camera it is. So that's really it for a look around the app. There's no record button. You're not able to tell it to record something directly, at least not through the free version. You can pay Google either $10 to $20 per month for their subscription service, which I would not recommend it. That's just my personal opinion. With this camera only having 3 hours of history, the $10 a month is kind of worth it. So let's do a couple things. Let me click here. Let me go to another room. We're going to do a microphone test on this, and then I'll come back and try to get me an audio video clip and a nighttime audio video clip. This is a speaker test on the Onn Indoor Wired camera. There's the speaker, and so unfortunately, it seems to just give you a still image, like person detection. Now maybe I could go timeline. No, because it just doesn't. None of these are like videos. Like I can't play anything. That's a little weird. It makes me think that maybe you have to have their paid for version to even get video. I don't really know. Very weird. All right, everybody. So my first thoughts on this was it's amazing. Now I'm kind of starting to question that. I mean, amazing little camera, amazing piece of technology, nice little 1080p camera, great size where you can fit it anywhere. But the clips, you're supposed to get the 10-second clips. I'm not even getting 10-second clips. I'm getting absolutely no video clips. There's also no settings, which that's where you pick your detection zones and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of starting to think that maybe since I bought this within the first like 5 days of it being out, that there's just a few things not fully ready yet. Maybe? I don't know. Wise only gives you an image now when you get a notification unless you pay for their subscription service. So with this being a $23 camera, I could see Google and Walmart, if that's an option, go in that same route to where you get a notification and all you get is a picture of that notification. To get the video, you have to have paid for the service, but it literally told me in the app I'd get 10 seconds worth of preview, so I don't know why I'm not getting 10 seconds worth of preview. So I kind of think it's just an app issue. I would highly recommend still getting this camera in a couple of months, definitely, because they should have that solved. This is a 5-day-old camera right now. So I'll, of course, have one of these linked down below in my description if you'd like an Onn Indoor Camera Wired for your household. And at the end of the day, this is really a great $23 camera, definitely paired with the $10 a month cloud. So if you're already planning to pay for a cloud service, then this one's probably really worth it. If you don't want to do that, go to Wise. Wise cameras are 20 to 30 bucks. They have an SD card. You don't got to pay a subscription. So click like, click subscribe. Indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.